What's going on, everybody? Today we are talking about Tron, TRX, but first of all, I'm actually being active on Instagram now. I've actually created an Instagram account, so if you guys are interested in connecting to me on Instagram, I'll actually be including a link to my Instagram account as the first link in the description, so I'm looking forward to seeing everybody following me on Instagram and so forth, and building the community across different platforms. So yeah, it is interesting now because I think Instagram is a good basically service in regards to sharing information involving cryptocurrency and staying interactive with the community and so forth. So there's that. But this video is about Tron TRX and talking about the future that's in store for Tron, especially since we've recently moved past the March 31st date that a lot of people were talking about and getting really excited for in regards to the developments that are happening for Tron involving the testnet launch and a lot of the different possibilities that are in store for the technology as we continue to move forward and we continue to see the developments and the implementations of the various degrees of the potential that are in store for Tron. Now, my perspective of Tron definitely remains very optimistic when I think about the Web 4.0 and I think about the various different variables that are coming into the light with the possibilities that Tron is really positioning itself in a really significant way when you consider the various applications that are going to be made available through Tron in regards to social media. Definitely does have a demand for a cryptocurrency like Tron that has the potential to basically accomplish all the similar features that Tron's basically been moving itself in that similar direction. So it is something interesting to see that a crypto has basically been moving forward in the specific way that Tron has basically been establishing itself as things continue to move forward. And it is definitely exciting to have a technology out there like Tron. A lot of people haven't even caught up to the Web 3.0 yet, and here we have Tron being one of those sleeping giant type cryptocurrencies that's basically establishing itself in that direction, because a lot of different elements of our society are going to be going online whether people like it or not, and it is interesting from an investing perspective to see that various technologies like Tron have managed to position themselves in such an interesting way as things continue to move forward and progress in regards to the various degrees of possibilities. And certainly when I look into the Tron technology, one of the fundamental things that drives my research is data. My understanding of Tron is fundamentally data driven. I like to look at the team that's behind it, and I also like to look at the basically multiple different variables that are going to be coming into alignment as Tron continues to basically have itself be more pronounced and explored in the public consciousness. I think that Justin Sun definitely has a lot of potential. I think that they're a very hard-working team when it comes to the potential that's in store for Tron. But also, when I look at the top 20 cryptos, for example, and Tron's at the number 14 position at the time of making this video, I personally think that Tron has the potential to move up forward and potentially be a top 10 cryptocurrency. And this is basically based on the fact that there's really no other technology that is running parallel to exactly the framework and design that Tron is actually moving forward and positioning itself in. Definitely draws my attention in regards to the fact that Tron is definitely doing the most in regards to the category that it's in and the various competitors that would be competing for that similar position. And there's definitely a lot of different variables that Tron has the potential of exploring and basically having physical real-world applications as we continue to move forward. Certainly video games and a lot of different elements of society that are moving into the digital world, which require a cryptocurrency like Tron, which can provide users with a way to exchange value using a cryptocurrency similar to this, and certainly looking at the fact that it's at a 3 cent valuation as we currently look at it. I mean, for me, when I look at these different technologies, I think that in general, my opinion is that a lot of these different cryptos are tremendously undervalued, and it is interesting to definitely see the way that the technologies have been advancing. So when I look at Tron, certainly currently they're in the number 14 position, but I have said earlier that I think that they could move forward, possibly even to a top 10 position when these developments that are currently underway begin to really flex their muscles in the perspective of the totality of the cryptocurrency community. And that's certainly another thing to take into consideration, is the fact that there's such a great community that's built surrounding itself around the Tron technology. TRX definitely has the potential to basically be one of those public consciousness cryptocurrencies that it's already sort of along those same lines. It definitely gets a lot of really interesting perspectives, a lot of interesting attention, and certainly with that comes a lot of negative attention. Certainly Tron is not without its haters. However, it is interesting to see how they've managed to move forward in regards to the light. This news articles regarding Tron, the impact of TRON'S testnet latest launch, certainly the reaction to the latest tests and so forth has been sort of a mixed reaction. Certainly there's people out there who see the vision long term for Tron, and then there's always going to be people out there who have a certain different perspectives regarding the technology and the different variables that are in store for it as far as how we move forward in regards to the future of cryptocurrency. And I say this pretty often, is the fact that cryptocurrency certainly is a revolution. The technology that's made available through cryptocurrency is really unparalleled when you consider everything that's came before it in human history and where we're moving in regards to how these developments will be taking place. So certainly these news articles are interesting indicators of what the public consciousness is regarding the way that people are feeling about cryptocurrency and these various technologies such as Tron in the moment to moment. Certainly, I mean, a 7 hour ago article definitely has some sort of understanding and provides some sort of value. So it's worth my attention to read it. However, I would recommend that when you do your research regarding these technologies is that you should always get your information directly from the source. And certainly when it comes to doing research on cryptocurrencies, I would recommend that you guys go and follow Tron at Tron Foundation on their official Twitter, based on the fact that using Twitter is a great resource to get information directly from the source when it comes to understanding the potential that's in store for these technologies as we continue to move forward and we continue to see the various different developments as they take place. Tron is definitely one of those technologies that is very interesting for me in regards to the potential that's in store for it. And yeah, I would definitely recommend that everybody follow at Tron Foundation on Twitter. And while you're at it, definitely go and make sure that you guys go and follow my Twitter. That's at CryptoTuber, and I'll actually be including a link to my Twitter in the description. It will actually be the second link. The second link in the description will be to my Twitter, and that will be right under the link to my Instagram. So I'm always interested in connecting with you guys on all different forms of social media, not just YouTube. I think that it's important to build this community on as many different platforms and social media as possible because it's really a really interesting resource, and I'm always interested in hearing what you guys have to say. We've recently, for the live subscriber count for this channel, we've recently reached 15,206 subscribers on this channel, so it's really exciting to see how this channel has been growing so quickly, and make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel and so forth, and hop on board because it is awesome to see how many people have gathered around this community, and I'm always happy to be having these discussions with you guys regarding the future of cryptocurrency, and I'm always interested in hearing what you guys have to say. So definitely share with me your opinions down in the comments below, and of course make sure that you subscribe with post notifications turned on. But yeah, in regards to how Tron's been moving forward since the testnet, definitely something interesting in regards. I mean, I've spoken about Web 4.0 before and the different possibilities that are in store for it in that regard. However, I just have to say this one thing. I'm not a financial advisor. This video is not financial advice. This video is just my opinion, and remember, I'm not your dad. The whole point of this is discussion purposes, educational purposes only, and at the end of the day, everybody's responsible for their own decisions when it comes to learning about these technologies and so forth, which is why I'd recommend you guys go and follow Tron at TRON Foundation at their official Twitter, just because that's a really good resource to get your information directly from official sources and so forth. Not to say that Twitter is necessarily the best official source. I mean, you probably want to go to Tron's official website to get some information regarding their technology and so forth, but always interesting to listen to the different perspectives that are out there. But I definitely take the different information with a grain of salt when doing research into cryptocurrencies and so forth. But yeah, Tron definitely is one of those technologies that I could see having interesting future ahead of it, and I'll actually be including a link to this YouTube video right here, TRON'S TRX accurate update post testnet launch. And yeah, this video is actually, I found, really informative regarding the potential that's in store for the Tron technology and so forth. So I will actually be including a link to this video in the description if you guys are interested. This video covers a lot of similar things that I've talked about in this video, and also goes into detail regarding the potential that could be in store in regards to the coin burn and a lot of the different variables that are coming to light as we continue to see Tron developing and so forth. Definitely a really interesting time in cryptocurrency. You guys have to understand that we are very early in regards to seeing these technologies develop and so forth, but that's also very exciting in regards to the fact that we have this great opportunity. But remember, you guys, I'm not your dad. I'm not telling you anything. I'm not responsible for you, obviously. Standard disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. Definitely go and make sure that you guys go and do your own research, but definitely interesting to see Tron up 6.28 in the green, 6.56 now in the time of making this video. So definitely an interesting thing to take into consideration in regards to all these things. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about Tron in the comments down below, and I'll be looking forward to reading your comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.